Good morning. Good morning. Welcome or welcome back to Bookeemonsters. My name is PK. It is Monday again. It's November the 4th. And we're here to look at the new releases that are being published this week. And we look at them genre by genre. On Mondays, we look at cozy mysteries. Quick reminders, I don't have any sprints tonight. I will have them tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. They go for 2.5 hours. I do the sprints 3 times a week, every Tuesday and Thursday evening and Saturday afternoons. Hope you had a good weekend. Right, let's jump into cozy mysteries. GM Mallier has a new one, Death and the Old Master, sixth in the Saint Just mysteries. Something is bothering Sir Flight Rascallion, renowned art expert and master of Hardwick College at the University of Cambridge. Are the grimy paintings he recently inherited from his aunt as worthless as he claims? Curator Ambrose Nussnacker believes one of the paintings could be a genuine Rembrandt. Why is Sir Flight so reluctant to get it authenticated and so determined to avoid the tributes due to the discovery of one of the world's great lost treasures? When Sir Flight is found murdered in the Master's Lodge, Detective Chief Inspector Arthur St. Just must unravel his unusual actions to solve the death of the old master. College fellows, staff, and students all agree something was amiss, but as St. Just investigates, he quickly becomes entangled in a web of deception, following the trail of priceless artwork people would kill to possess. Pretty cover. Misery Hates Company, which I would say is a Monday in a nutshell, by Elizabeth Hobbs. Miss Marigold Manners may be steeped in the etiquette of her old money Boston family, but she is also an accomplished modern woman and an avid student of archaeology who can handle any situation with poise. When the death of her parents leaves her too destitute to pursue her academic career, and she receives a letter from a distant relative on Great Misery Island, Marigold decides she must do what any person of superior sense and greater than average curiosity would. She mounts her trusty bicycle and heads up the craggy, fog-shrouded coast of New England for a date with fate. Marigold arrives at Hatchet Farm, a moldering Gothic pile of a house inhabited by relatives so mired in the sins of the past they have no future. She sets out to modernize the recluses with a brisk, ruthless efficiency, but her well-intentioned plans to manage their lives lead to malice and murder. Marigold spies a body floating in the stormy waters surrounding the island, and her suspicions immediately turn to her hostile, weapon wielding relatives when one of the local girls turns up missing, and she might not be the only one. Yes, you are there to control other people's lives. Mr. Campion's Christmas by Mike Ripley, 12th in the Campion Mysteries series. Whoop. Good morning, Kim. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. That's very sad. Mary, good morning. Happy Monday. Poor show over this. Oh, I'm so sorry. Maybe this coming weekend will be better. And Mary was asking how you are doing, Kim. Good morning. Sorry about the show. Indeed. That sucks. You put so much effort into it. 1962 Norfolk. Boxing Day looks set to be a quiet affair for the Campions when they are snowed in at the remote farmhouse Carterers until a char-a-banc full of pilgrims traveling from London to the shrine of Our Lady in nearby Walsingham crashes into their imposing granite gateposts, and the family unexpectedly finds themselves playing host to the eccentric passengers. But any lingering festive cheer is in short supply when a shocking discovery is made the following day, while a terrifying twist reveals that some of the guests are not who they seem. Which, if any, can they trust? Suddenly hostage to events, the Campions are drawn into a fiendish web of espionage as the Cold War becomes chillingly close to home. Murder at the Hacienda by Amanda Allen, fourth in the Santa Fe Revival Mysteries. Newly engaged Maddie is hoping for a quiet Christmas filled with fun and festivity with her gorgeous husband to be Dr. David Cole, but the moment she bumps into old friend Katrina Wilton, Maddie's Christmas plans are thoroughly destroyed. Katrina is now married to the dashing yet troubled veteran Alfonso Lujan, son of the infamous local landowner Don Victor Lujan, and is celebrating Christmas at the family hacienda Los Pineros. Katrina insists that Maddie and David simply must join them. However, Maddie and David quickly find that things in the Lujan family are far from merry. Don Victor casts, a cruel and overbearing hand over his ailing wife Isabella and their four children, all with their own secrets and eccentricities. So when Maddie stumbles across Don Victor's brutally murdered body early one morning, snow turned crimson around the ghastly scene, she cannot believe she has once again been thrown into a murder mystery. As the snowstorm rages and everyone is trapped inside the idyllic manor house, Maddie must act fast to solve a very tricky family affair and bring the murderer to justice before Christmas. Number one. Pony Confidential. I'm doing okay. Was looking forward to seeing my daddy this week. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kim. I know you were looking forward to that. He was coming to play golf with a brother and old friends, but was going to stay with me. I'm so sorry, honey. Mary's celebrating a friend's birthday today with a lunch out at Mexican restaurant. Num. Ole! Looking forward to some tasty food and a lot of chat and laughter. That sounds lovely. Now, this next one is strange, but cute, maybe. Pony Confidential by Christina Lynch. Pony has been passed from owner to owner for longer than he can remember. Fed up, he busts out and goes on a cross-country mission to reunite with Penny, the little girl who he was separated from and hasn't seen in years. Penny, now an adult, is living an ordinary life when she gets a knock on her door and finds herself in handcuffs, accused of murder and whisked back to the place she grew up. Her only comfort when the past comes back to haunt her is the memory of her precious, rebellious Pony. Hearing of Penny's fate, Pony knows that Penny is no murderer. So, as smart and devious as he is cute, the pony must use his hard-won knowledge of human weakness and cruelty to try to clear Penny's name and find the real killer. This acutely observant, feel-good mystery reveals the humanity of animals and beastliness of humans in a rollicking escapade of epic proportions. The Author's Guide to Murder. I got back to Sunday lunch with other mother, Charlene, and some of her family. Oh, nice people to do the things that you enjoy. This is by Beatrice Williams, Lauren Willig, and Karen White. They have collaborated before, and this is their latest. There's been a sensational murder at historic Castle Kinloch, a Gothic fantasy of grey granite on a remote island in the Highlands of Scotland. Literary superstar Brett Saffron Presley has been found dead under bizarre circumstances in the castle tower's book-lined study. Years ago, Presley purchased the castle as a showpiece for his brand and to lure paying guests with a taste for writerly glamour. Now it seems the castle has done him in, or possibly one of the castle's guests has. Detective Chief Inspector Ewan McIntosh, a local with no love for literary Americans, finds himself with the unenviable task of extracting statements from three American lady novelists. The prime suspects are Kat Dunois, a slinky erotica writer, Cassie Pringle, a southern mom of six juggling multiple cozy mystery series, and Emma Endicott, a New England blue blood and author of critically acclaimed historical fiction. The women claim to be best friends, writing a book together, but the author's stories about how they know Brett Saffron Presley don't quite line up, and the detective is getting increasingly suspicious. How did the authors really come to Castle Kinloch, and what really happened the night of the Great Kinloch Sealy when Brett Saffron Presley skipped the folk dancing for a rendezvous with death? A stretch for sure, but it could be good. Could be adorable. Don't know yet if the pony talks. Kim 82 and decided he just didn't want to make the drive by himself. Aw, shoot. Are there any future plans? The Gardener's Plot by Deborah J. Benoit. After life threw Maggie Walker a few curveballs, she's happy to be back in the small Berkshire town where she spent so much time as a child. Marlowe holds many memories for her, and now it also offers a fresh start. Maggie has always loved gardening, so it's only natural to sign on to help Violet Bloom set up a community garden. When opening day arrives, Violet is nowhere to be found, and gardeners are restless. Things go from bad to worse when Maggie finds a boot buried in one of the plots, and there's a body attached to it. Suddenly, the police are looking for a killer, and they keep asking questions about Violet. Maggie doesn't believe her friend could do this, and she's going to dig up the dirt needed to prove it. End of row two. Mystery at Lockley Grange by Claire Chase. Famous diplomat Lance Hale is throwing a party at Lockley Grange to celebrate his latest award, but when he's found lying dead by his swimming pool, Eve Mallow is sure someone thought he deserved to die. It's always an occasion when the Hale family descend on their country pile, Lockley Grange. Almost everyone in Saxford St. Peter has been called upon to dust the rooms, tidy the garden, and cater for the party. Eve Mallow's delighted to be invited. Years ago, she babysat for the Hale children, and she can't wait to see how they turned out. But the night will be remembered for all the wrong reasons. The following morning, Lance is found dead in his indoor pool. He's been the life and soul of the party, but Eve saw him arguing with friends and family. She's convinced it was no accident, especially when she finds a threatening note tucked into his desk drawer. But who wanted to make sure indiscreet Lance was silenced for good? His right-hand woman, who could spill the family secret but won't say a word? His older son, who's drowning in debt? Or his younger daughter, whose career he sabotaged? As Eve and Gus set to work at isolated Lockley Grange, she uncovers past tragedies, blackmail, and hidden cameras watching her every step. Eve knows she's wading into dark waters. Can she find the killer, or is she in over her head? Going there the week before Christmas. Okay. Stepbrother and his family are going down, so I will get to see them. Oh, very nice. And it's not too far away, time wise. Thankful Sweets by Connie Shelton, related to Samantha Sweet Magical Cozy Mysteries. Bonus recipes included. Samantha Sweet and her husband Bo have wrapped up a case in Oklahoma and returned to Taos only to immediately receive surprising news from a friend. There's been a shakeup in the Taos Sheriff's Department, and suddenly Bo has his old job back. Meanwhile, it's Thanksgiving week, and Sam's Bakery is busier than ever as they've been asked to supply pies for the community Thanksgiving dinner. Plus, there's a new event, the Harvest Feast. Chefs from around the state will compete to create and share fantastic ways to use holiday leftovers, while local farmers and vendors have their wares on display at the kickoff to the shopping season. But even before the festivities begin, well-known celebrity chef Hernando Rodriguez is found dead at his workstation, poisoned by one of his own dishes. Clearly, he was murdered, and now the challenge is for Sam and Bo to work the case while keeping the whole incident low-key enough that it doesn't spoil Thanksgiving for everyone else. The victim's abrasive personality means that suspects abound and time is running short. Can they solve it before the killer gets away? Sheer Window. This is a novella, but it crossed the 100-page mark. By Diane Valere, related to a material witness mystery. It's a Thanksgiving twist on Rear Window movie. When a freak accident sidelines klutzy fabric store owner Polyester Monroe, she's destined to enjoy her Thanksgiving party from a wheelchair by her window. But when shady actions in the apartment across the street catches her attention, she's less concerned with mobility than credibility. Her friends are quick to write off her fears as folly. Convinced she's witnessed a crime, Polly enlists the help of the local sheriff to investigate, but even he finds nothing suspicious. Her only ally is an unexpected guest. Tensions rise and tempers flare as guests dismiss Polly's suspicions, but when the scene becomes impossible to explain without reasonable doubt, what started as a parlor game of spying on the neighbors turns into a race to keep a killer in town before the train leaves the station, with the killer on board. Darjeeling Dead by Kirsten Weiss. Eighth in the Tea and Tarot Cozy Mysteries. It's Thanksgiving time, and tea room owner Abigail Bean Blossom is not overflowing with gratitude. Her boyfriend is out of town. A gang of birdwatchers have been leaving nasty reviews about Bean Blossom's tea and tarot, and a body on the beach points the police directly to the tea and tarot room. Will Abigail and Hyperion be able to solve the case in time for the Thanksgiving feast? As the clock ticks down to turkey time, Abigail must rely on her wits, her partner's trusty tarot deck, and a little help from her quirky friends to brew up the truth. With a generous serving of tea and a slice of mystery, this book is a cozy, thanks-filled novella that will keep you guessing until the very last sip. End of that row. Antique Sleigh Bells, A Trash and Treasures Mystery, book number 18 by Barbara Allen. It's 5 days before Christmas, and Vivian Bourne, septuagenarian antiques dealer, true crime writer, and enthusiastic amateur sleuth, and her long-suffering daughter Brandy, she doesn't get any, descriptions, are preparing a presentation of holiday antiques at the local country club's annual Christmas luncheon. Distracted by their Secret Santa gifts, the ladies of the club, to Vivian's dismay, are not giving her and her antique sleigh bells the attention they deserve. But when Norma Crumley, socialite and world-class gossip, falls face first into her plum pudding, it seems Santa has also delivered the sleuthing mother and daughter a present, a cracker of a case. Yes, that was a present to you. Somebody died. Christmas in small town serenity is usually a magical time. Can Vivian and Brandy, not forgetting Shih Tzu sidekick Sushi, make a killing from their holiday antiques, catch a devious murderer, and wrap up the case in time to eat their festive microwave turkey dinners? Voodoo and Veils, Book 5 in the Wedding Witch Cozy Mysteries by Bella Colby. Skylar Blackwood, wedding celebrant and witch in training, thinks a battle and reenactment for your big day is downright total ridiculous. That's until she accidentally casts a spell which appears to leave one actor dead. Now she's freaking out because if her magic killed the king, she's got more than a spell book full of trouble. Sky, Wolfie, and her quirky crew challenge her detective ex-husband to be the first to untangle the truth. But they can't crack the case until they determine the cause of death. This baffling puzzle will take sneaky sleuthing and some supernatural shenanigans to stop the real culprit getting away with murder. What Dies Beneath, A Witch on the Rocks Cozy Mystery, book number 9 by Lily Harper Hart. Hallie Waverly is in a good place in her life. She's feeling better after surgery. Her boyfriend, Gray Hunter, is moving his office closer to her tiki bar so they can work on their paranormal cases together. Everything is coming up rum flavored. Unfortunately for Hallie, things are about to blow up again. A jeweler's conference should be easy. They have at least one a month after all, but when a magical tsunami hits at the same time the vault is emptied, trouble becomes the name of the game. There are a number of suspects. A shiver of shark shifters walking naked out of the water the night before doesn't help matters, but it seems the culprit might have ties to Hallie's grandmother's coven. Once upon a time, Hallie's familiar Wayne worked for a witch and then a warlock. Things didn't go well for either of them. When it seems one of those individuals are involved in posing a threat to the entire beach, things explode. Hallie has never been fond of Wayne, but she needs him for this particular mission. More importantly, he needs her. That means things are about to get ugly. Magic is about to take over St. Pete Beach. Who will be left standing or swimming? Death at the Scottish Broch, a Mia Reed archaeologist mystery. First in a new series by Rose Carr. Dr. Mia Reed arrives on the Isle of Skye for a summer dig. She learns her friend and trusted colleague, Dr. Ethan Carter, is dead and valuable artifacts are missing. Interpol agent and Mia's former lover, Luke Forbes, is working the case with the police. They suspect murder and a smuggling ring. Mia and her team uncover a treasure with ties to Bonnie Prince Charlie. Then two students are kidnapped, forcing Mia to trade the treasure for their release. They're just students. During the rescue, she finds a collection of missing artifacts. Are the smugglers and kidnappers the same people? Can she dig up the truth before someone else dies? End of that row. I need to get back to the Barbara Allen Miss series. Ah, nice reminder. They pop up every once in a while. Not sure if I'm ready to face the Hollies, so I don't expect any murders. I hope not. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Well, the bell's about to ring, so we won't jump into another one. And we'll remember where we stopped. So, hope you guys have a good Monday. Again, I don't have any sprints tonight. I will have them tomorrow. I have a busy day ahead without any service manager anymore. I think we have a truck, so I have to go stop and get some donuts and the mail and all that. See, told you, went off. All right. I hope you have a good Monday. Please take care of yourselves. You're in my heart. And as the banner says, don't be a bookworm, be a bookie monster. Nom nom nom. Have a good day and God bless.